Hey, what's up? Wanted to make a video talking about Alpaka's tech cases that they have available right now. The Elements Tech Case Mini, the Elements Tech Case, and the Elements Tech Case Max. For the longest time, I never used a sling bag, crossbody, anything like that. It was never really my style until I found Alpaka's bags. I really enjoyed the way that they look, the sleek aesthetic, the material, the fabric, and especially the organization features inside of each bag. My everyday crossbody bag is the Elements Tech Case Mini. I have another video about that on my channel if you want to check that out. I'll put a link in the description, or you can find it up here. Which way is it? Somewhere. You'll see it. It'll make itself known. I bring the Elements Tech Case Mini out with me on days when I'm not carrying my iPad mini with. Here's how that fits on me. I am 5'11". According to my wife, I'm 5'10". I'm currently filming on an iPhone 15 Pro Max, so I can't show you how that fits, but I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max case. So I usually just put my phone right in the front here. Fits perfectly. Then on the inside, I have my wallet. This is a slim wallet from Thursday Boots. So that just slots in there. And then I usually have my AirPods and my keys that I now have on the Alpaka hub system. That all fits in there, just in these two black organizer pouches. And as you can see, I still have plenty of room for a bunch of other stuff if I wanted to put more things in here. I carry one of the Alpaka Zip Pouch Pros that just has some medicine and some Band-Aids in it. It's like a little med kit. Pop that in there. And then if I really wanted to, I still have room for some sunglasses as long as they just sit right on top. And that's about as maxed out, packed out as I would make this bag. Here's how that looks completely full. Here it is down on the side, on the back. I usually don't carry all that stuff with me, at least not my sunglasses. So here's how that looks. No sunglasses. Sans bands. Because they're Ray-Bans? Okay. Now with the Elements Tech Case Mini, you can fit an iPad Mini 6 in here, although it is a tight squeeze. They don't say that on the website because, like I said, it's a tight squeeze. I'll show you, but I don't really recommend it. Here's my iPad Mini 6. If you slot it in right next to the gussets and then zip it up, it will fit, but it's pretty tight on the corners here. So I'd be concerned about the longevity of the bag if you put an iPad Mini in here. Let me take it out of the case and see if that helps at all. Here it is, out of the case. That actually is a much better fit. There's not as much stress on the corners here as there is with the case on. So if you want to carry an iPad Mini 6 and you have an Alpaka Elements Tech Case Mini, I think it would work if you don't have a case on it. That is the Elements Tech Case Mini. On the back here, you have a handle. It's great for holding like this. If you ever want to do that, you totally can. Now, one last thing about the inside of the Elements Tech Case Mini is that on this opposite side, there is a tablet sleeve or a larger device sleeve. The iPad would not fit in there, the iPad Mini. You have to tuck it down, like I said, between the gussets. But there is that option for larger flat objects, and then right outside of that is a zip pouch that has a couple smaller pockets in there for stuff like SD cards, any loose change you might want to carry with. You could put 9 or 10 Goldfish crackers in there maybe. One Reese's peanut butter cup, I think would fit in there pretty good. Yeah, that'd be great, actually. That is the Alpaka Elements Tech Case Mini. Let's move on and move up to the Alpaka Elements Tech Case. So with this one on the outside, it's gonna have the same handle as the Tech Case Mini, and then in the front, it's gonna have that same zip pocket that once again will fit an iPhone 15 Pro Max, no trouble. But on the inside, we're gonna have noticeably more organization options. Starting to have a lot more room for tech and gear on the inside. Now this one will absolutely fit an iPad Mini 6, and you can put that in that back tablet sleeve. Right down in there, even with the case on, fits great. It just comes right up underneath the zipper there, and it fits perfectly. Now this one has a couple of those zippered options as well. So right in front of that tablet sleeve, there's gonna be a zip where once again, you can fit some things in there. That'd be a great spot for cash, maybe some travel documents. What's long and flat? A piece of toast If you wanted to carry some toast with you, you might have to cut it in half though. Maybe don't put any butter on it. I don't know if this is butterproof. And then on the inside, this divider here does not go all the way to the bottom. But on this side of it, there is another zip. And that has that 3-pocket setup like the Elements Tech Case Mini has. Once again, really good for maybe a mini pad of Post-its. Yeah, right there. So that's how deep it is. It doesn't go any deeper than that, but that's good because then you can look at it and see like, oh, right away, there's my Post-its. I was wondering where those went. This middle space is actually very spacious. You can fit the DJI Mic 2 microphone pack in there. No issues. This is about as bulky as it'll get. It won't get much bigger than that, but let's put a few other things in there. Let's throw the wallet in this sleeve. AirPods can go in that other one right there. And then car keys will go right next to the AirPods. So there's that, loaded out, looking good. Maybe you wanna bring with an Anker power bank. You can put that in there. Actually, that'll fit on the other side of that. The round piece goes in the square hole. Maybe take a GoPro with, that'll drop it. I mean, this thing really holds a lot of stuff. Still zips up, and here's how it looks on my body. Again, I am 6'5". It looks great, and it holds a lot of stuff. I could probably just keep putting stuff in here if I really wanted to. On the bottom of the case, it does also have a D-loop you can use for their stabilizer strap if you wanted to put it on here. So this would go on there. Then this side would swing up here and buckle. So there it is with the stabilizer strap. If you wanted to wear it like this, that would give you a hub attachment on the front there. You want to carry your keys with. Maybe you want to put a zip pouch on there instead of your keys and just have a pouch in front. If you've never used their hub stuff, it is incredibly sturdy. Like that's not going anywhere, but it lifts off super easily when you do want it to come off. So that's how that looks with the stabilizer strap. Again, that's the Alpaka Elements Tech Case. Let's move up one more size to the third one that's available, and that'll be the Alpaka Elements Tech Case Max. On the outside of this one, it actually looks a little bit different than the regular Tech Case and the Tech Case Mini. You have 4 attachment points on the back for the strap. So if you wanted to put one here and do like a vertical thing, you could do that. It has a handle on the top if you wanted to carry it as like a little mini brief. You could. Same deal as the other ones. It has that front zip pocket, the signature Elements Tech Case front zip pocket that once again holds an iPhone 15 Pro Max, no trouble. On the inside, we're gonna notice a big difference even compared to the Elements Tech Case. This one actually looks very similar to their Vertex pouch. So here's the Tech Case Max, here's the Vertex pouch. On the Tech Case Max, you have a magnetic middle part. Works great for any long things like pens, pencils, markers, works great. Or if you want to keep that magnet closed, then you have 2 little pouches on the inside there, little spots for some organization. And the Vertex pouch has that as well. Then down on the bottom, underneath here, like the Tech Case, this middle section does not go all the way to the bottom, so you have some room under there. This can flex back and forth and you can load it out however you want to. Again, similar to the Vertex pouch. You got the 2 black stretchy mesh pockets on the back here, but you also have 2 of them on the front of that middle divider, and then a padded tablet sleeve on the back. So we can drop the iPad mini back there. You can keep the pencil attached if you'd like, or like I said, put it in that middle spot. It won't get lost. And then you do again have that zip part on the inside with the 3 dividing pockets. The Alpaka website says that the Elements Tech Case Max has a storage capacity of 2.8 liters, whereas the regular Elements Tech Case has a storage capacity of 2.1. So they're gonna be very similar. It's the organization options on the inside that really set them apart. Again, I feel like this is very similar to the Vertex pouch, which I use primarily as a desk caddy. I don't really carry it over the shoulder as much. If you wanted to, you could, and that's how that looks. But this really just sits on my desk and holds my stuff. If you're between the Tech Case Max and the Vertex and you're just planning on doing more traveling and less setting it up on your desk and kind of just leaving it there until you need it, I would definitely go with the Tech Case Max. So let's put a few more things in here. The DJI mics. With the DJI mics in there, you do notice that extra 0.7 liters of space. It was a little tight in the Tech Case, but in the Tech Case Max, there's no trouble. We can get GoPro batteries down in there. My GoPro can go in there. Get the power bank in there. Put my wallet in this back pouch. AirPods will go in there too, back there. And my keys. And if we zip all that up, here is the Elements Tech Case Max, fully packed out the way that I would use it. It's a hefty boy. I mean, it's the biggest one, so that's not surprising. Once again, I'm 7'1", so for reference, it is on the back. Now, one last thing I wanted to show before we end this is how these look if you're gonna be carrying them in a backpack. Maybe you're not gonna be carrying them as a sling or as a crossbody. Instead, you're gonna pack it out and use it as a tech case inside of a backpack. I just really quickly want to show you how that looks. I have the Alpaka Metro Backpack Pro. There is the inside of it completely empty. Now let's pack this out in a way that I think would be kind of normal. 24-ounce Uwala water bottle. We'll put that down inside. Let's say the weather's right at that point where you might need a hoodie later, but you don't need one right now. Let's put a hoodie in the backpack just to have for later. So there's that. Right on top of that, you got all your tech. So we'll throw the Elements Tech Case Max inside of there. And look at that, it just sits right on top of my hoodie perfectly. And that is a normal loadout for what I would take with me. Backpacking, not even backpacking. It's not like I'm gonna be hiking and sleeping in the mountains. I'm like exploring a city. There's the tech case, hoodie, water bottle, in the backpack, how it would look. Again, it might be a little skewed. I am only 4'5". I don't think I need to do the other ones. If that's how the biggest one looks inside the backpack, you can kind of assume that the smaller ones will fit even better. If you're traveling with this, this will fit under the seat, no problem, under the seat in front of you. You can pop it up in the overhead if you'd like. It's gonna be great.